The Arctic is one of the most vulnerable regions to climate change, as rising temperatures and melting sea ice threatens its unique ecosystems and indigenous peoples. However, a new study shows that a global treaty signed in 1987 to protect the ozone layer has also helped to slow down the loss of Arctic sea ice and postpone the first ice-free Arctic summer by up to 15 years. The Montreal Protocol, a successful climate treaty, photo, S. Migaj, Pexels. The Montreal Protocol is an international agreement that regulates the production and consumption of nearly 100 man-made chemicals called ozone-depleting substances, ODSs, such as chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, and hydrochlorofluorocarbons, HCFCs, as per phys.org. These chemicals were widely used in refrigerators, air conditioners, aerosols, and other products until scientists discovered that they were destroying the ozone layer, which shields the Earth from harmful ultraviolet radiation. The Montreal Protocol, which has been ratified by every United Nations country, has been hailed as one of the most successful environmental treaties ever. It has not only prevented millions of cases of skin cancer and cataracts but also avoided significant damage to crops and wildlife. Moreover, it has also contributed to mitigating global warming, as ODSs are also potent greenhouse gases that trap heat in the atmosphere. The impact of ODSs on Arctic sea ice. A team of researchers from Columbia University and the University of Exeter used new climate model simulations to estimate the impact of ODSs on Arctic sea ice, as per Independent. They found that ODSs played a major role in driving Arctic climate change in the second half of the 20th century when their atmospheric concentrations peaked. By contrast, after the implementation of the Montreal Protocol in 1989, the decline of ODSs slowed down the warming and melting of the Arctic. The researchers calculated that every 1,000 metric tons of ODS emissions prevented by the Montreal Protocol saves about 7 square kilometers of Arctic sea ice. They also projected that the first ice-free Arctic summer, which is currently expected to happen by 2050 under a high-emission scenario, would be delayed by up to 15 years if ODS emissions are further reduced. The study, published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, is entitled, "The Montreal Protocol is Delaying the Occurrence of the First Ice-Free Arctic Summer." It is one of the first to quantify the effects of ODSs on Arctic sea ice and to highlight the unintended climate benefits of the Montreal Protocol. Also read, Montreal Protocol. Reducing HFCs can mitigate the high temperatures of the Earth. The implications and challenges for the future. The study's findings demonstrate that international cooperation can make a difference in tackling climate change and its impacts, as per Republic World. The Montreal Protocol shows that it is possible to achieve rapid and substantial reductions of greenhouse gas emissions with global coordination and technological innovation. However, the researchers also warn that ODSs are not the only factor influencing Arctic sea ice. Carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases are still the main drivers of global warming and need to be urgently addressed. The study also notes that some ODS substitutes, such as hydrofluorocarbons, HFCs, are also powerful greenhouse gases and need to be regulated under the Kigali Amendment to the Montreal Protocol. The authors conclude that while the Montreal Protocol has been a very effective climate protection treaty, it is not enough to prevent the eventual disappearance of Arctic sea ice. They call for more ambitious and comprehensive actions to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and protect the Arctic environment and its people. Related article. Humans already slowed the climate crisis once. New research shows copyright 2023 NatureWorldNews.com. All rights reserved. Do not reproduce without permission. Ad block test. Why?